by the light of the Monada. I will stop them.
Hey there, SparksOpus here. I'd like to believe that you clicked on this video because you're curious on how I create these trailers and montages. Well, this video is a bonus to you. Maybe it motivates you to start as well. I don't want to waste any of your time, so I'd like to explain right away how I usually start with editing. Just as a small disclaimer, I'm still a complete noob, in my opinion, in Davinci Resolve, so yeah, there may be some more effective or efficient ways to do things, but the following points are just things that I discovered working for me. Yeah, let's start right away with never played Xenoblade 2.0. As you can see here, I sorted them into different bins from the very start, so things are rather easy to find and sorted from the very start. Here I have bins for the soundtrack and the voice lines in one, the clips from some creators, comments that you guys have written, gameplay and in-game cutscenes that I have recorded, with some of them that you have never even seen, wink wink, and the game logos. I usually edit these videos in the following order. The soundtrack, cutscenes, gameplay, that I also then edit to fit the music, then the transitions, the sound effects, and lastly, add the voice lines. And I will answer your biggest question right away because it has been asked by multiple people now. How do I get these lines without the music and that clear also?
You better show me all of it! The extent of your will! Show me why you're here in this world!
Oh, Architect. Is this the world that you intended?
Well, there are two ways. First one, the one that everyone can use, is a website that I use called vocalremover.org. Yes, you heard that right. It's actually used to get rid of the vocals from music, but I used it for the exact opposite reason that you can do as well, and that is save the removed voice clips instead of the music. And let me tell you, it works really well. Version 2 is available in the paid version of Davinci Resolve called Voice Isolation, and man, it's really a fantastic tool, and that's what I'm currently using. You can even adjust how hardly isolated the voice should be, which is great if the music is a bit louder than usual and harder to remove. Because the voice lines can get really crunchy. Let me show you an example.
If not, then say goodbye to your putrid friend!
I swear I won't stop until I've scrapped each and every one of you!
Talk all you want, because those words will be your last!
The way I mix my music is pretty straightforward. It's trial and error. I wanted the calm song that starts the trailer. Get on the more epic side, then get sinister, then building up hype and then go absolutely nuts. And then end it with an emotional grande finale. So I listened to music, a lot of music, and imagined in my head how they would sound mashed up. When it comes to the mixing itself, it is probably the part that takes the longest for me. Because I simply want it to sound good and to have it a natural flow. And with just trial and error, I get there eventually. This sounds bad, right?
This I never get used to it.
But that on the other hand.
The world was nothing.
You kind of see my point, right? And as you can see here, I sometimes modify the background music with some sounds here and there to make it sound even better. What if two songs are impossible to mix? well, once again, you use sound effects.
The Monad.
I'm telling you, they can be really useful, it's actually crazy. Another thing that may be worth noting is that I started to make use of, well, this right here.
The time has come.
Oh dang, let me remove the bass. Hear the music just fading out? You have a place where you want a song to cut off? Well, create a compound clip. Open that clip in a new timeline. Copy and paste it underneath it. Mute it, drag it a bit longer. Go back to your original timeline. Copy and paste your compound clip and trim it to the part where you want it to kick in, and drag it a bit longer. Let it fade in and the original sound fade out. Add a reverb sound to the part that should fade out. And, well, there you go. Talking about transitions, let me show you that Skyward Sword part, for example. You have the clip, or image, or any footage that is in the background first. Reduce the opacity. I used the Gate of Time as a PNG, changed the hue to look more bluish, added some visual effects for that pretty looking glow, and kinda animated it with keyframes to make it move just like in-game. I let the keyframes ease in and ease out so that the gate moves more fluent and not just hard from one point to another, like you would see here.
That an ancient voice resonates inside it. Can you hear it yet, hero?
And here's another trick. Sometimes you'd like to have a specific sound from a game, but you can't find it anywhere. Or get the clean rip of that sound. For example, hear that sound of the gate? That's the original sound. You don't even hear the background music. Why? The music is so loud that it overpowers the music from the clip, but the ticking is loud enough that it overpowers the music in my video. So what you can hear is only the gate moving, which is pretty cool, right? Then there is the text that would move together with the image slowly towards the camera. And on the very top, adjustment clips. I only started to make use of them really recently, and holy moly, they are quite the game changer. I used them for cropping these black bars in, adding some visual effects for every damn clip in the entire video. You know what? I have done that before for every damn clip I used separately. I wasted so much time for that, even though it could be so simple. Adjustment clips are great. That's enough secret shared. Though I will let you in on one more little secret. I also make my thumbnails in Davinci Resolve. And as you can see here, there's a lot you can do. And color correction. Ooh, that is a whole science in itself. And so is fusion, but I'm not gonna talk about fusion in this video. It is still something that I'm quite terrified myself here. But yeah, color correction. I can show you what some really basic color correction can already achieve. So you see this astral chain screenshot, how it looks originally, right? And just with some absolutely basic color correction, boom. For the thumbnail, this is actually pretty perfect in every way. File, export, current frame as still, boom, done. And these were some just smaller tips and tricks on how I create my trailers and montages. I hope you learned something today, and I want to thank you all for your continued support. You have my deepest gratitude. You guys are great, and I wish you a really damn good one. Right, bye guys. See you next time.